Hello gardening friends, welcome to Backyard Basics. Well, it's a good time to start thinking about that fall garden. You know, the small gardens you can manage with transplants and seeds also. And black-eyed peas could be going in right now. You could put in some more okra. Pumpkins would be planted. They'd be just on time for November if you did them now. Winter squash, there are many heirloom squashes that you can find in seed. Cantaloupes, honeydew, watermelons, a bunch of wonderful things, and many other things too. So the way to do that is you might take a seeding tray. It'll last you for many years, and as you can see, many different varieties can be planted at the same time. You can use a special mix for germinating the seeds, or you can mix something up like earthworm castings, a very good way to start your own seeds. One of the nice things about starting your own seeds is you'll find the ones that you want that aren't available in the garden centers. So that's a nice thing that I like about them. They're wonderful seeds that you can plant yourself, and you know, you can find them in your garden as very productive or doing very poorly. Now you know what's going to work well in your garden. That's the beauty of planting your own seeds. The other thing is that when you plant, you might want to use a little bit of seaweed along the way. I would use a very dilute amount of seaweed, and that helps the germination. It really does. It gets them off to a good, sturdy start. As a matter of fact, I might tend to, once the second set of leaves are there, I'd spray it with the seaweed also. It really makes the plants much hardier. Going through the summer, they need something like that. Now I use a mulch, whether it's around the seedlings or the transplants. I think a mulch is very important. It will drop the soil temperature a good 10 to 15 degrees. That's beautiful when you're trying to germinate in the heat or you're planting directly. So starting your own seeds, a very nice thing to do. Now the transplants are good also. And the transplants can contain tomatoes as part of the selections. Tomatoes will be ready for fall, and the cherry tomatoes will start producing very, very quickly. The other thing is peppers. Peppers are a great crop that produce for fall. I like them in the fall quite a bit. And so there are many different types of peppers, whether you like hot ones or you like some of the milder varieties. They're all available out there. And also, many of the other types of eggplant could be going in. Eggplant is a wonderful one that produces in the heat of the summer. That's what it likes the very best. So I would be putting in some eggplant and then some squash. Yeah, you can start over. The heirloom squash will be a lot of fun. They're wonderful plants. They're very tasty, and they come in the fall also. So I would look at some of the heirlooms to transplant also. You can find the cantaloupes. A lot of folks have small gardens, and so in these smaller gardens, you might have a tendency to use just a few plants out there. When you're transplanting to the garden, whether it's the seeds ready to go in or the vegetable transplants, one of the things to do is to go ahead and use a little bit of rock phosphate. This will really get them off to a wonderful start, and you just put it in the area that the transplant is going into. Now, herbs can also be started, or you can bring them in as transplants. I really like them as transplants. Things like basil, bay laurel, epazote, a wonderful one to try out, and even lavender and lemon. So there are many things that can go in. The lemon basil, that's the one that I think is really good. Mexican marigold mint, very good substitute for tarragon. And sage could be going in right now. So wait till September to plant cilantro. This is one that would bolt in the heat. And cilantro is a wonderful one to be growing out there at that time of the year. It's a good one for beneficial insects also. So this is a good time to start that fall garden. I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next time.